Welcome everyone to the JK Podcast, the only podcast that doesn't have any white guilt.
What? What kind of opening?
Do you have any white guilt, Josh?
I don't even know how to respond with that.
What do you mean? Do you know
what
white guilt is?
No, but it sounds racist. I don't know.
It's guilt for being white.
Yeah.
It's not racist. We're admitting our guilt.
But oh god.
JK.
I don't get it. All right.
I'm Ken O'Connor.
I'm Josh Brandman. Hello.
And currently, you know it's a bad sign when Josh has to throw out a petty hello before we even start the show because he's so exasperated.
Yeah.
And recording on May 23rd, 2017 at 9:34 and 35 seconds p.m. on the East Coast. This is the JK Podcast, episode 44. Is that right? I didn't.
Yeah, I corrected that.
I didn't change the number in the
I did.
In the streams?
Oh, in your streams, I don't care, but I changed it on the document. 44.
Well, yeah, exactly. I didn't change it on the stream.
Oh yeah, 43 Man, what?
Okay, well it's changed now, right?
Ooh.
There.
Can you do that? Would it ruin the video on playback then?
No. It just
really?
Whatever the final title of the video is, that's the title of the VOD is when it comes out. And
like
besides,
the ending title.
Exactly. And besides, I take the live shows and I unlist them as soon as we're done. So basically, if you're here for the live show, you get to see all the extra before and after things. And if you're not here, then you don't get to see that stuff.
Soda. Yeah, he's right. So also hello to everyone in the YouTube and Twitch chats. As always, say any comments, questions, whatever. We'll try and respond at certain times. Yeah. Knowing me, I'll probably respond the second you type it. But
yeah. we usually say the thank yous to the very end. But thank you all for showing up for the live show. Seeing live feedback, I think it's really added a new nuance to the show. Definitely gives me and Josh a little more energy too, and a little more things to bounce off of and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is sometimes people don't.
As you're stuffing grapes into your mouth.
To be fair, it's also black grapes. Very interesting. I'd never heard of it before.
Black grapes?
So speaking about the guilt, no, I'm kidding. But but I don't know. At this one supermarket that's near me, they sell the green, the red, and then black grapes, and these are supposed to be more filled with antioxidants. So
okay.
They're the same price.
As opposed to your pinto beans.
Shut up. So I still contend that they're better. But yeah, so I buy the black grapes now. They taste good. They taste almost the same. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, the people. Oh, wait, now I can't remember if I said my point because you commented on the grapes. Wait. My point was that some people don't stay until the end. So
well, that's fine.
I figured it's kind of nice sometimes to be like, thanks everyone for tuning in.
We cover such a wide variety of topics, and some of them are very spoiler too. If you follow TV and movies and whatnot, it makes sense people duck in and out. So that's perfectly understandable. The fact that people are here at all just to say, "Ooh, there's a live stream going on. What's going on?" That's more than enough. So thank you for all of that.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to respond
I see
very
that. Thank you.
Admin-esque issues.
All right. So we have I don't know if it's going to be a big show tonight, but this is our pre E3 show.
Right.
So we're getting everything out of the way tonight that's not E3. And then our next show should be our pre E3 show. Then me and Josh will be having a live reaction show during Nintendo's press conference. And then we'll do a post E3 show sometime in June when I get back from Vegas.
Oh, are you trying to do a clever little segue?
Come on my segue with me, Josh.
Well, we generally have this beginning topic where we kind of talk about just something random, something to get us going, right?
Josh, it says questions, icebreakers, and feedback.
Exactly. So why you ruin the magic, man?
Because this technically should be underneath idle chit-chat introductions and how you doing, sir? What is new?
It's funny. In hindsight, I did not realize that was a separate section. I kind of lumped them together because there was no thing in there.
There's never anything there. It's just what we ask each other at the start of the show. But
well,
yes.
I wanted to specifically write it down because I thought it was hilarious. But I wanted to lead it in the other way. You're supposed to ask me first.
Okay.
If you see the way I wrote it, I have a good segue from mine to you.
Yeah, you're on top as always, so.
Okay, well, first of all, I ordered that because it's JK, so it was
okay,
it made sense.
Fair enough. All right,
But,
so
yeah.
Joshy, tell the people in our lovely audience your big news.
Yo, as of yesterday, officially finished with
Ooh.
law school, graduated.
Yay!
So it's pretty cool. I got my JD degree, and yeah, still got ways to go. Still got to take the bar exam. Still got to do some other stuff. But
That's incredible, though.
yeah, I mean, some stuff's out of the way now officially, so it's nice. And even got some grades back. I reluctantly checked today, but
How are they looking so far? You don't tell exact,
actually,
but
one of them incredible. I'm really happy about it. So
that's good.
things are good. I'm ending it off right. So
Nice.
thank you, everyone who's saying
Congratu-
congratulations, everything.
Yeah, like just from firsthand, I've seen you these last couple of years going through college then to law school, and even though I know it's been extremely difficult at points for you, you've like persevered and you've come out the other end an amazing like prodigy for the law, if that makes any sense. You've worked on real cases. You've gotten a job set for after you're done with all this stuff. You only have, I know you have a few things left to do, but you seriously have gone through the 9 circles of hell and come out well tempered. So congrats,
Well,
honestly.
thank you very much. It means a lot.
Like honestly, one of the most impressive things I've ever seen anyone do. That is not an easy thing to do by any means. So congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, so I figure, what better way to celebrate than do a podcast the next day?
Woo!
Because as it is, I'm already starting to prepare for the bar exam. I've already done, as I was telling you before, I did already 8 hours worth of preparation work, part of this course that I'm doing, which basically you got to treat it like a job, Monday through Friday, 8 hours a day, roughly, of reviewing something, essentially. And they kind of line it out for you. They got lectures, they got handouts, they got everything. But yeah, so figure let's record some stuff because I've been so busy with everything.
Well, I appreciate it. I always love it whenever we can sit down and record the show together.
Yeah, so I know that I've had this kind of big thing to talk about. It's been very nice, and I know that you have something really big to talk about too.
I feel like you can't compare someone who's gone through law school to, hey guys, I'm going to a bachelor party in a month.
That's why I wanted to have it this way. I thought it'd be funny.
Thanks.
That's why I was like, I put my name as like plus JDS and you plus EDC.
Joshy got his JD and Kenneth's going to EDC. Yes, I will be in Vegas next month for EDC. I'm going to a bachelor party for my good friend Chris Cubban. He is getting married.
That's, just to clarify, that is the actual reason. You're not going to EDC and conveniently going to a bachelor party.
Correct. Chris is a big EDC fan, so for his bachelor party, he wanted to go to EDC, so me and all the groomsmen and ushers are going to EDC together.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
Cool.
Hopefully I'll come back alive. Hopefully I'll come back married. You never know.
If I see you coming back with like full-on blue hair or something, and in a drunken night you're like, I'm Super Saiyan Blue, and you start running around, that'd be very interesting.
You have Dragon Ball Super on the brain. No, but hopefully I'll get married there. That's the one thing I want to do, get married.
Dear God. You're going to end up like Ross.
Find a nice girl with pink hair, Which is very probable there, actually.
Probably, yeah.
Expect triple-digit temperatures in Vegas by that time. Oh, I'm prepared to lose half my body weight of water through sweat.
And that's a lot, folks. No.
You wouldn't be wrong. But yeah, can't compare it to a JD, but I'm going EDC. So
I mean, hey, it's still something fun to talk about.
So
I figure, what the heck?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use Vegas as like my first like vlogging experience. I have like a fancy like gorilla tripod and some stuff to work with now. So I'm gonna try to use that as my test run for vlogging in the future and see how that happens and see how that works.
Now, I'd love for you to have an instance where some guy, like some security guy is like, you can't have that here, like put it away, and like starts going for the thing, and then you cut it, like, and we get to see that.
Like you see me running, but it's like it's aimed at my feet. And I'm like, come on.
And then you fall or something. No, but that'd be bad.
The camera.
I don't want you to fall.
The camera starts rolling.
And then it gets stepped on, and you see all the static and like whatever. Yeah,
it's like Cloverfield.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's most likely true except the part that we're gonna see all of it
Did you
happening.
see the new commercial where the wife comes home like, look at all these pictures we took in Vegas, and all the pictures she took are pictures she drew to like keep
No.
them. It's like stick figures. Like this is at the club, being respectful. These are the selfies we took, but it's like stick figures with like I don't know. All right,
Well, we also saw a movie, What Happens in Vegas or whatever. Remember we saw that like 7 years ago
what happens in Vegas?
or 8 years ago, 9 years ago.
I don't remember that movie.
Ashton Kutcher. I remember.
No.
We're at,
All I think
at
all I
your
can remember is
house.
The Hangover.
No, no, no. We're at your house. At your mom's house, old house, and I think I was like sleeping over or something for something the next day, I think, that we were doing. And it was like 2 a.m. or I think it ended at like 2 a.m. And we ended up like renting a random movie and we saw that. And it wasn't bad. It was just
I do
it
not
was okay.
remember that at all, so I will trust your word on it.
What? Well, it was memorable for me.
All right, let's move into what we've been playing. We have a bunch to talk about tonight.
Right.
So, Joshy, what have you been playing?
The League of Legends. I'm on a casual 10-game winning streak on ranked, so that's good. Climbing up finally. Hearthstone. It was actually free card day like 3 days ago,
That's
where
cool.
literally you just log on, they give you a random like epic rank card, and it seems okay. I mean, if anything, it's like extra dust to craft other cards, but like it's kind of cool. That I never really heard of that. Apparently, they did it last year. I don't know if I was actually there for that, but yeah, so that's kind of going. And also, well, I'll let you talk about it since you wrote it, but I think that's probably it for me because I've been kind of busy wrapping up school and stuff.
Gotcha.
About you, sir?
I've been playing a lot of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe since that came out a couple weeks ago.
Right,
You
right,
and me got to play a little bit together at my house.
right.
We finally,
I played a little bit myself. I was gonna let you talk about it, but
Yeah.
yeah, you could keep going with it.
we finally took advantage of bringing two Switches into the same room.
Right,
and
we
seeing
fulfilled
them.
the Nintendo dream.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It worked. I mean, it worked.
Yeah, I can definitely see the potential later on. And the fact that you can hook up 8 Switches with 2 people each on each with a split screen and do a 12-person Mario Kart race.
Yo, I'm telling you, those Nintendo lines now
What do you mean?
at Nintendo New York,
Oh, yeah, well,
waiting outside,
the,
everyone will be like,
the
"Hey,
Switch
what's
is
rigged?"
still like in high demand, even
No,
with
no, no, no. I'm saying like like
pl-
for a
playing
release of a
people out-
game,
Okay, yeah,
and it's like a million length of a line or whatever.
Gotcha.
I could see that as like the thing now, instead of like like pull out your
the
3DS or
3DS.
something. This is like, hey, let's just do this local whatever. I could actually see that happening. So
I wish the Switch had like a Street Pass thing though, just like the.
I'm shocked that they didn't bring anything like that back.
I feel like because they're treating it as a console, and like
Yeah.
that stuff would just drain the battery, and like it'd be annoying if you had.
Oh, well, that's true.
You have Street Pass on, and the time you want to use your Switch, oh, you're at 25% battery. You're like not
Yeah,
that low, but
I just felt like it was actually like it went over relatively well as like a nice little side thing. But
yeah. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe though is fantastic. All the characters unlocked, all the stages unlocked.
now the thing is that you still not played online yet?
I have not played online. I've been just playing the Grand Prix, and I've been testing out the battle modes a lot.
Yeah, because I mean, like I literally got the game, put it in, went straight online, picked Toad, who I always pick, and then picked very basic carts because it didn't unlock anything yet. Went online, and it's been fun. I really like it, and it's weird. I haven't had a problem with any of the races. I don't sense any lag of any sort.
No,
so
it's great. It's funny too. This is now the most popular, or I think it's like the best-selling
Yes.
game in the Mario Kart franchise.
Right.
It's also the top racing game of all time. Like the Mario Kart series as a whole now is the
Yes.
top racing game of all time, more than NASCAR, more than the Forza games, more than any of those games. Like this game is just dumb.
NASCAR isn't really a game. It's like Forza or it's
but
Gran Turismo.
Yeah,
or,
I'm just talking. They used to have like NASCAR games like for the PS2. Like I'm talking about like
Oh, oh.
franchises in general. Like this is beating out all of those. So.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive. And, it's very interesting, also considering how limited in supply the Switch is right now. Like, did you see even those numbers that were released where um, the Switch sold so little in the month of April because there just wasn't a lot in stock?
Yeah, and how
Um,
like Breath of the Wild was getting it over 100% attach rate because
yeah,
people
because
were buying the game
yeah,
and
people
not
would
the
buy the game
console.
and not even have the system, which honestly makes sense. Like, I don't have a problem with that, but it is kind of funny. But I mean, it was something like Mario Kart right now is at least like a 45% attach rate or something, which that seems really good.
Yeah, for half of all Switches out there, that's amazing. Especially
Exactly.
it's
And
because it's a re-release of a game too.
right, I think just I didn't believe it, but I guess it's really true that there were a lot of people that just missed out on the original 8 and just
People didn't buy the Wii U. That's
it's
all.
crazy. Well, it's crazy to me because being surrounded by you and like everyone else that I know, kind of thing, everyone just had the Wii U, so it was like it didn't seem like there was a shortage, kind of thing. So, it was kind of weird, but it's true. And what's interesting also about those sales numbers that were released, the Switch sold the most out of any console
Yep.
out of the three.
Yep.
Now, what's interesting though, number two, technically there were four figures here, a fourth hidden little console.
The
The NES
NES Classic.
Classic
Yeah.
sold more in April than PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
I find that hilarious, and the
I
fact that it's still discontinued. But
I find it like we're not gonna get into too much about it today, and probably in the next episode for the pre E3 stuff. But Microsoft and Sony are just kind of like spinning in the water.
I
Like,
mean, I feel like they've become almost like the new Apple all of a sudden. Like they're complacent because they're like, people like our stuff and we're fine with that, and then they just don't.
I just think they don't know where
They
to.
don't.
They don't know how to innovate anymore.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I could say that about Apple
Yeah.
mostly.
Okay.
I mean,
Very true. Very true.
so it's pretty much the same thing, but I mean, we'll see basically with the whole E3 thing now with Xbox unveiling the Scorpio, and we're going to see, is that a game changer? Also, the rumor is that, Sony's going to unveil a Switch-like PS4 kind of thing, which I don't know how believable that is, but they did it with the PlayStation Move, so who knows? So they might actually come out with something like that. That's one of the rumors for them. So it'll be very interesting.
I just find
But
I find it funny that the Scorpio was built as a VR console, like so powerful to handle VR.
right.
No one's playing VR, and
Well,
the PS4 Pro came out. No one gave a shit about that. And it doesn't even
right.
in like comparison to the PS4, it actually runs worse most of the time. Like
Well, the thing with the Xbox Scorpio is that regardless if it can run VR or not, the fact that it's so powerful is a good selling point, honestly.
that is, but it's like if you don't know how to use that power,
Well, the thing is, most of that power is more for 4K gaming. It's not for VR.
Yeah,
It's just a
but
nice bonus.
here 4K gaming is a great buzzword though, but like I don't need 4K Mario. I don't need like it'd be
Well,
nice.
Kenneth, I think we've just become way too realistic with Nintendo and their graphic capabilities. But
Well,
I mean, because everyone would love that. It's just it's not happening.
here's the thing.
It's not happening.
I would like I would like a game that runs well, not a game that's trying to push that 4K or fake 4K. Like I feel like so many games nowadays we have like just like basic like lag problems or basic FPS problems. Like just make your game the way it should be. Don't worry about making it the full 4K. Don't make it 90,000 frames per second. Like you don't need that.
You say that, but I love that. I love that stuff.
Oh, believe me, it looks nice. Like when they just revealed Destiny 2, they just announced it the other day.
Yep.
They showed it off and they announced it's coming to PC. And on PC, there's no frame rate cap. There's no like you can blow that baby out as much as you want.
Because it's PC Master Race,
Yeah,
man.
and believe me, that looks beautiful and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I'm not like.
Well, this is where we differ because I value graphics more.
No,
So-
here's the thing. I'm not saying I don't not value graphics. When a game looks like shit, it bothers me. Ukulele is a big thing where they used an old style and it still looked like crap. And like so that bothered me. Like it doesn't like I'm all about the art style can be 8-bit, 16-bit, can be like old retro 3D. That doesn't matter. But when a game doesn't run smoothly or well, or
Well,
like
of course.
looks
I mean, it's on the company to be on top of that, which some of them get lazy, yeah.
yeah, but then
But,
you focus on that, and then gameplay suffers. Like I played Destiny 1, and it's a game. It's not a good game. There's no story. There's a lot of problems with that game.
Well,
and
if you like playing online, it's a decent game.
no,
but-
well, the entire game is online. I played the entire thing online.
Well, no, I'm saying if you like online competitive shooter, whatever, you're
Yeah,
not that kind of guy. You'll
I,
play it, but you're
yeah,
not like in love with
I
that.
think what this all boils down to, I think we're too early for this 4K like nonsense and whatnot. Like, do you have a 4K monitor?
No, I mean, this was my point when we talked about this literally almost like a year ago. I mean, I was saying the whole thing, and you were saying, you had just gotten a 4K TV for downstairs or whatever, and it is really nice. I've seen it, but I still don't have anything 4K. I don't. There's not enough that makes me feel like I need it. And it is true they're coming out with 8K monitors. I saw something like that at one of those like CES shows or
Oh
whatever
yeah,
they call them.
they've shown off like 16K monitors at this point. It's a
Did
whole.
you also see that $10,000 laptop?
Yep.
It's called like the Predator by Acer or something.
Yeah.
That thing is basically like a little lesser version of my PC, but portable.
Like,
And I mean, then I spent like a fifth of the price, and it's just like, all right. But
I'm so innovative in the chat. Said his TV is still 720.
okay, that's where I draw the line. But
But here's the thing, though. I think
that's tough. That's
that
tough.
I think that all games they should be working for, they should be trying to go for 60 frames per second. That's their standard. I think the 4K and the 8K and all that stuff, great options to add later on, but I think that's not needed. They just focus on gameplay first and stability over pushing the boundaries.
Well, that's why with the Scorpio, in theory, you can do all of that in one.
Yeah.
And the thing is, to raise the resolution, at least in my understanding, it's not that difficult.
Well,
So
here's
it's
the
doable.
here's the thing. There's a difference between 4K, true 4K, and native 4K.
Well, correct.
Like
but
what the PS4 is doing right now is it's taking parts of the screen, cutting it up and doubling it to give the illusion of 4K at points, which is cool and all, but it just seems cheap to me. And yes,
mean-
the Scorpio will be able to do more. I'm just hoping that game developers go the right way about it.
yeah, I mean, that's what it is. It basically, you need this though. You need the experimentation because how else are we going to improve, right? That's always the
I
age-old
agree on.
theory.
We do need the experimentation. Okay,
So,
we've gotten way off track
as
here
it
for
is,
Mario Kart.
well, all I'm saying is that we're spoiled in that, you've even seen that thing. I think I sent it to you. It's like that whole thing where it's like, think about it. The Earth is this years old, whatever, but like we have Pokemon in our lifetime. It's like, that's kind of cool. But, same kind of deal. All this rapidly changing technology right now. What the heck? Let's just enjoy it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so Mario Kart 8, it works.
Yeah, no,
fun.
great game. Great game. And just like it looks pretty too. Again, that game runs 1080, 60 FPS. Beautiful.
Yeah. And actually, one other note on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. At least the podcast that I listen to, they do tournaments and stuff for it every week and whatever. I'm still yet to do it. They mainly do it on weekends, and they regularly just like post the code things. I don't know if you've meddled with that at all.
I have not.
But it seems to be working kind of cool. Like, it works all right. So tournaments are kind of fun. Also, feel free, guys, to add me or something. I got to get my code on here in some fashion at some point. I'll add you guys on Switch. It'd be cool. What the heck? So, yeah. And then we both played this, actually, but you played it a lot more. You can talk about the other game.
This is a Tumbleseed. It's a new roly-poly roguelike. That's what they're calling it.
For the Switch.
For the Switch, exactly. Well, it's on other platforms too. It's on Switch exclusive.
Oh, is it?
It's on Switch and PC.
Really?
Yep, it's on Steam, I think.
How in the world do you... Oh, is it like
Controller.
right arrow, left arrow or something?
That or you plug a controller in. It's great though. It's very, very hard. Money, that I like my roguelikes. I like Rogue Legacy. I like Isaac. I like a bunch of that stuff. Enter the Gungeon, etc., etc. This is very, very difficult. Basically, you're a little seed, a little ball, and you don't control the seed itself. You control what's called it's a vine that moves up and down the side of the screen. So you hold one thing to go up, one side to go up, the other one goes to the other side. You need to balance and get through like a maze of holes and enemies and whatnot. There are different power-ups you can get to like give yourself weapons to fight back a little bit. It's extremely challenging. The entire goal is to reach the top of the mountain. I have not made it past the second out of like I think 4 or 5 zones. So that's as far as
4.
I've 4. That's as far as I've gotten. It's a great game, just very, very difficult. I'm not like adapting to it as quick as I did Isaac, for example. But I think it's a game that like over time I will get a lot better at. Because you saw me the way I was playing. Like, I was doing considerably better than you, having just like 5 hours more playtime than you.
Yeah, I mean, I even saw a difference between like my first playthrough and my last playthrough, or second to last. I think the last one was just pitiful. But like there was a point where you start getting adjusted to how that mechanic works with trying to do both analog sticks and trying to adjust the seed thing that's going, but or the tumbling seed, if you will. But
Yeah, they call him TS. Like, hey TS, what's going on?
oh, it's kind of weird. But yeah, it's a very difficult game. It does seem kind of cool. Not my style, but very interesting. And I've heard from a lot of people like very hard games. So if you like a good challenge, what the heck, try it out.
Yeah, and the art style is absolutely amazing.
It's probably more worth it than Bomberman R. But
You have a vendetta against that game, Josh.
you know what's funny though?
They're providing free DLC.
Did I tell you that I ended up buying Bomberman 64?
Did you really? From that store?
I caved, yeah. Oh yeah, I should mention that. I'll mention that later.
Okay. But yeah, that's all I've been playing recently. Just quickly wanted to note that Overwatch's new event started today. It's the 1 year anniversary of Overwatch.
Right.
So
they have some exclusive skins.
New skins, new arena areas, new dance emotes.
Tracer's skin does not look good though.
I have not looked at any of them yet personally, but
oh,
I just saw what they showed in like the trailer, and Tracer's looked like it had like a sweatshirt on or something like that.
I don't remember now. I looked at all of them before. Well, I mean, as it is, we've got Mr. Innovative, the man of the hour or woman, I don't know, but
wow.
Only have a. I don't know.
Did you just assume their gender?
That's why I said both.
Nice save.
Only have a PS2 and Xbox 360. I mean,
White.
Shut up. What? Mr. Slayerman has a great point. Both are great systems, honestly. The problem is I also would have said the same sentiment 10 years ago. But, it's something. They work still. And also hello to the Lion Plays.
Baby Lion Plays. Baby Lion. Oh, I like that. Baby Lion.
Yeah.
All right.
Overwatch is the new TF2. Well, yes.
Yep, obviously. And Arms is the new Overwatch.
I mean, I don't even know whether to be sad or just find it funny. I don't know, but
hey, I'm so innovative. Just follow. Thank you so much. I'm so innovative.
Jacob, how do you only have a Wii? Oh my god. No. The Wii's a great system, but that might be worse than not the Xbox 360 and PS2. Oh boy.
I mean, the Wii was great for the time. Like, again, nothing.
No, the Wii was great for the time, but also Xbox 360 and PS2 were great for the times too. Like, I think they're all very relatively comparable. But
I'll sub, even though he assumed my gender.
What the heck? No, no. First of all, okay. Did anyone hear me when I said man or one? Like, the other 28 genders. I don't know.
You panicked and oh my god, you did not just say that. You panicked and added it on as you said it.
Because then I thought about it and I said that's not right. I'm not aware. So
Josh, would you define yourself as being woke?
I still don't fully know what that means. But yeah, okay. Both Mario Galaxies were good games.
I still have never played Mario Galaxy 2. I own it, just never played it.
I played through about half of the second one. I thought it was pretty good. Kind of gimmicky with the Yoshi edition, but they had to sell another game. Yeah. I don't know.
All right, well, let's move on to clarify.
Clarify, he's a guy. All right, fair enough.
You still assumed. All right, TVs and movies.
Okay, so.
Oh, wait. Snap-on Tom just tipped $25. Thomas, thank you so much, dude.
Wait, is this where I get on you again for not doing...
Oh, my God!
All right. First of all, Tomas, the cousin Thomas, our actual cousin Thomas, we're somehow related through him because we both share him as a cousin, so it's some sort of weird family tree.
Honestly, when you're close enough with someone like that, you might as well call them family. Like, some of my closest friends are family, so that's not that far off, actually.
There we go. So, Mr. Cousin Thomas, thank you as always. And now, this will make Ken feel guilty on two different levels.
Ah.
One because you're still not on this donation wall thing. So literally, Ken, I gotta make a note.
You would make
No.
it for me.
I will make a note on the bottom of the document that I need to, after we're done, I will go on your thing and add this thing. And also, second, you'll also be guilty because now this is also money that you can use to now buy me that crane thing.
Crane thing? It's a microphone arm.
That. I keep saying crane. Buy me the microphone arm. This is money for it. Buy it. Come on.
So we can hear your voice a little bit more clear. Like, wait, Josh, just show the people what it's like when you like put the microphone right to your mouth.
Hello, my magic fingers.
It's like night and day difference, and it sounds so good.
See, I'm not gonna sit here like holding this up and be like, "Hi guys," you know, like
You look like you're holding a cup of tea, like daintily, like holding it.
pinky out. No, but like, you know what's funny? I naturally hold things sometimes with my pinky like up or whatever.
Oh, I do it all the time without even realizing it.
Yeah. I wonder if we've been like brainwashed from that.
I'm almost
episode.
certain we have.
So, kind of interesting. But yeah, see, so the money should rightfully go towards this arm that's not apparently a crane.
Cousin Thomas says, "Did you see the note?" Oh, wait, let me check.
Usually you can write a note.
Streamlabs. Here we go. Use this.
Now I'm gonna put this down. Goodbye, quality. What? Wait, you're laughing at me or the note?
Oh no!
Wait, what does it say?
Use this to get that blue-haired girl in Vegas for some personal activities.
Oh my!
White
Yo,
guilt.
Thomas, my boy, sending off some.
Thomas, thank you so much, dude. Much appreciated as always.
Sending money.
This show, eventually we're gonna start labeling this show like PG-13/R-ish.
Hey, the man said very PG words. You just assumed the worst.
Fair enough. All right.
Hey, man.
All right. Thomas, thank you again.
Oh, see, the innovative man knows what's up. Thank you.
He needs a mic stand. Yeah, Josh.
That's right.
Your mic stand will make you more woke.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
TV movies, you are still not caught up on Adventure Time or Steven Universe.
No, I've been boycotting. No, I've been busy. I don't know.
You've been busy.
Eventually.
Just as like an update to like the overall people, Adventure Time right now, we just finished up the Elements miniseries, which was absolutely amazing, and it has not come back from then since. Steven Universe has started its 5th season now, and they are airing, I think, 4 or 5 episodes back to back as like a mini movie next week. So it's this entire thing. So you don't know what's been going on. So they had a Steven bomb last week, Josh, where there were 5 episodes, like one each night.
Yeah. Well, you told me last week.
Yeah, it ended with the well, they're officially out now. It ended with the season finale, and now we're on to this next big thing, which honestly, it's insane what's going on right now. And it's going to be, I think, very heartfelt, and it's going to be great.
Don't spoil, man.
I haven't mentioned a single thing.
I know.
And also, I should mention that they're coming out with the Steven Universe music CD in a couple of days. I think it's like in 2 weeks, like the first week of June.
Wait, did we talk about the Bob's Burgers one?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like that, essentially?
Yep, it's every single song from Steven Universe from the first 4 seasons.
Yeah, like I know, like the Bob's Burgers one had like 120 something.
Yeah.
No way that the Steven Universe reaches that.
The Steven Universe one, I think I have it pulled up here.
It's probably like 30.
I want to say it's 42. I want to say it's 42.
Jackie Robinson, very nice.
Isn't that the racist?
Oh dear Lord.
No, he was the first black baseball player.
Right.
Racist. Okay.
It's like the exact opposite, but okay.
Well, he broke the barrier, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did a good job.
Thank you.
You did not just take credit for a black movement. 37 songs for $10 out June 2nd.
I mean, for a Steven Universe fan, it's probably worth it.
With all your
probably buying it.
With all your favorite songs like "Let Me Drive My Van to Your Heart," "Cookie Cat," "Giant Woman," "Big Fat Zucchini," "Dear Old Dad," "Comet," "Lapis Lazuli," "Full Disclosure," "The Jam Song," "Do It for Her," and much more.
I mean, the driving the van into the heart. If they give it to me like a platinum record or something that they give people for like I'll buy that for $100. But
Oh yeah, June 2nd, the same day as Tekken 7. That's awesome.
people still play Tekken. What the heck?
Dude, Slayer plays Mad Tekken.
No, all I see Slayer play is like games from like 1985 on
What?
like a thing. Yo, the man was playing like Austin Powers for like the Game Boy that I never knew existed.
Austin
It's like
Power. Wait, Austin Powers for the Game Boy is a thing?
Game Boy Color, I think. And it was Austin Powers version and a Dr. Evil version. It was like the Pokemon Red and Blue. I made a joke on his stream. I was like, it's almost like it's that kid that gets that gift for Christmas where the mom didn't know.
What to buy?
And
So
she's like, I think he'll like this. And he's like the one kid that got the Austin Powers Pokemon ripoff something. And then like I don't know. I felt so bad for those kids that probably had that game because it looked terrible.
honestly, that was the basis of the Three Average Gamers when we first started. Remember, I bought all those really bad games from GameStop, the GameCube games, like
Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron, Attack of the Twonkies, Backyard Baseball.
I mean, I'm all for it. I'm just saying, as a little kid, that's like traumatizing.
Oh yeah, it's shovelware. As a little kid, shovelware is traumatizing.
Yeah, but like,
But when you're a little kid, you think it's so cool too.
yeah. I mean, at this point, sure, I'll play anything. I don't care how trolly it is. It'll probably be funny.
Well, that's because
I mean,
now it's
cousin Thomas will eat it up, so it doesn't matter.
all right. Well, that's where we are in terms of Adventure Time Steven Universe. Let's talk about the things we can both talk about first.
Hello,
Attack.
Mr. Trippy Hippie. Yes, continue.
Hey, Trippy Hippie. Attack on Titan. Are you all caught up?
Oh, baby. Yeah, I'm raring to go, man.
Now-
Yo, I wake up on Saturday. I'm like, oh, it's already on my Crunchyroll.
Dude,
Let's
Saturday morning cartoons with anime now is like the best thing for Crunchyroll.
go. Well, I have my Saturday morning. I wake up with some Attack on Titan. Then I do whatever during the day, and then I end up having Dragon Ball Super to watch, and then I have One Piece to watch, and I'm like, this is a great day. So it's very nice. But yeah, Attack on Titan, man. Oh man. Woo. So it's like Titan Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling. It was intense. I was actually shocked that Eren lost, but in terms of story development, it made sense that he lost so that they could carry him away. But
Wait, I'm so innovative. How do you guys find time for all this stuff? Josh doesn't.
Honestly-
I find moments in between everything.
well, that is also partially why I haven't watched some of these shows that I really should be watching, but you know, it is a fair point. It's more like I do all the work I have and then this is my fun stuff to do. So I trade everything else for that, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. Attack on Titan though, man. Very interesting. Very scary.
Are you still
I don't know
not?
what's gonna happen.
Are you still not over the big reveal yet, or?
What, the two of them?
Yeah. How again? It's so casual the way they reveal it.
Yeah, it was very casual, very interesting, but also, oh, you know, I also watched this video that Crunchyroll put up on YouTube or something, where these like three random girls were talking about. Apparently,
Talk on Titan with Reyna
Yeah.
Scully and Bree and all them. Yeah.
oh, I was gonna ask you if you knew that main one because I feel like you'd love her.
I know them all. Yeah.
Well, you definitely love that.
I know Reyna Scully the best. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably love her.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I figured she almost meets all of your
She
criteria.
just got married in October though.
That
so.
is the pro. I noticed that, and I said, "All right, I'm not gonna like her as much now."
Yeah.
But,
She didn't pick Kenneth.
yeah, I mean, I saw that. I'm like, all right, screw this. No, but like, I watched that one for this past week's episode or something. I thought it was pretty funny. Actually, it's also very interesting.
Yeah, I love hearing just people's opinions on things.
But yeah, so it's kind of cool. I like it. I don't watch WWE, but I watch a lot of anime, man. That's my thing. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Attack on Titan's just going. We'll see. They're apparently like recovering in the forest now, and they're gonna go hunt them down. And it's this whole
Yeah. Again, it's hard for me to say anything because again, I know everything that's going to happen because the manga is way, way ahead of the anime because the anime took a 4-year break for no reason.
right. So, yeah. So,
What'd you think of One Piece?
Uno Piece. Let's see. So, Peckham's the greatest member of the Big Mom Pirates gets up and like disappears with a death threat, which is kind of interesting. I don't know what happened there, but then
Death threat.
like turn back or else or
That's
something.
not a death threat.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a turn back.
Yeah, it's.
Is it? It could be a warning.
Oh, I'll argue it in the court of law. But so you know, I'm trying to think what else happened. So they ate the whole town. Chopper continues to eat the table.
That's from like 3 weeks ago.
No, I'm trying to just put it together in my head, and then they go, and then they're sailing.
They're on their way to Whole Cake Island after
Oh,
putting.
they ate the watermelon football fish.
Yes, all the different fish in the shape of.
Nami was creeped out.
That was
I'm
all. That was
still-
all filler, by the way. That fish
I'm
thing.
still not understanding how Brooke actually eats something because I feel like that doesn't register. Yet the man can get hungry. How does that work?
I don't. We don't question Brooke, honestly.
Oh, well, okay. So aside from that, the whole Jimbei man.
Yeah, Jinbei's back.
So apparently he's been like, he's like a subcontractor for Big Mom, and what's
Thank
interesting.
you, Chippy Hippie, for following. Sorry.
Thank
go.
you, sir. So it just seems like he made the whole thing saying like he is now done. So it's like, wait, is he gonna join them now? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see. He'll probably end up joining them with the whole fight thing. And with you're not technically done with the whole thing yet, apparently. Still.
What do you mean?
The arc.
No,
You said it was like just finishing.
Yeah,
or
the arc is still going strong. We're in the main. I think like what I think is the final fight sequence. But we just entered in one of like those like 12 episode long flashbacks. So God knows how long we still have in this.
So, for all we know, Jinbei might be joining the crew. Who knows?
Well, he did promise Luffy back in Fishman Island that he would join the crew after he had some work to finish. Some work to finish.
Well, if you saw the exact, granted it's translated, but if you saw what he said, it wasn't. Luffy said to join in the crew. He responded with, "He's got something to do, and then I'll see you guys again."
It's meant to be taken as he'll join the crew after he finishes his business.
Is it though?
I'm telling you, it is. And his business now we know is that he's still under Big Mom's patriarch.
Right. So, but to our knowledge, he is not somehow a son of Big Mom.
No.
Despite her having like a million sons and daughters.
No. Here's the thing: all Big Mom's children, she gave birth to. They are her children. It's not just like a title.
No. I know. I was just joking about the Jinbei thing, but. Yeah, that's why I made the joke to you. Is like the whole she gets around thing. I was like, man.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah, because she has all these kids.
I thought you were talking.
It relates to the song with Jay-Z and with the whole thing and like a bus route thing. I'm like, oh my god.
I thought you were talking about during the song. She like does that little like shimmy and she like moves across the entire screen. I thought you meant she was like good at dancing.
Oh my god, I got standards, man. No. So this is a great question to pose to you, Ken, because I don't know. There's not much in One Piece. One Piece just going still. We'll figure it out what everything's going on. But I like Jinbei.
When's the next stream?
When is the next stream, man? I gotta go to bed too, so I'm really curious.
Hopefully the JK podcast will go back to a weekly format. In terms of other things streaming, I'm gonna try to start streaming again. I know I keep saying this, but like June's gonna be a very busy month in general for me. But I'll try to stream at least couple times a week. I don't know.
Well, at least expect our stream at some point next week. The problem is I can't give you like an exact date because it kind of depends on just how the week's going or whatever.
It's really Joshy's schedule whenever Joshy frees up to record the podcast.
But definitely next week or within a week and a half, like something like that, if that helps.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's going to bed. I'm going to bed. So good night, people. No, but,
this is JK Podcast. Thank you so much. Good night.
I mean, as it is, like I go to bed regularly at like 3 or 4, so like I'm fine. But apparently you do too. But I feel like that's not for the right reasons. But,
it's probably not.
But I'm just on that late schedule, so it's like normal. But you then wake up like 2 hours later. But so yeah. One Piece is the good stuff.
We also watched the Bob's Burgers.
We could talk about the Bob's Burgers. Yes, yeah. Shut up.
It's technically the season finale because that's how they put it up on Twitter that night too. But it's not. They requested another episode for June. So basically they're holding back an episode for June for some reason. I don't know why. But that's going to be the true season finale. But this episode was great. I thought this was a very funny episode.
Oh, everyone's going. Good night. Wait, I gotta do my fancy sub emote. Which one am I gonna do? I'm gonna do a sad one. Okay. So,
What'd you
I
think? What'd you
literally
think?
subscribe for the emotes. I think they're nice, but um, using Amazon Prime, don't get ahead of yourself, cousin Thomas. Um, but um, honestly, Tomas, you're gonna forget One Piece by the time you actually get around to watching the episode. Dragon Ball Z Abridged, though, no, I don't watch that. But I've been
Dragon
watching
Ball Z
Dragon Ball
Abridged is
Super, which
so
we will
good.
talk about. The Abridged is kind of funny, but not my thing. I don't know. But Bob's Burgers, um, yeah, Bob Belcher in a pickle costume, man. It's exactly what I dreamed. But
Why'd you make all pickle costumes?
oh, I thought that was hilarious. I
I
thought you were probably gonna love
I
that
made
line.
one. It came out so well. I just kept going.
That seems like something you would really appreciate as like a line. It was
I
like
love
thrown in
when
there.
Teddy went underneath the float.
Oh my
And then
god! And the second he gets in there, I'm lonely, Bob.
and then like Bob calls him later. Bob, is that you? Teddy, who else would it be?
Oh my god! And then I just love how he makes everything into such a situation. Like the fact that he's like, "Well, it's raining now. We don't have windshields. Use the walkie-talkie." Like it just becomes the whole thing.
Yeah, it just
He
started.
runs. He runs into the place out of breath at the beginning.
Guys.
I was like, "What the?" And then, he's like, "All right, I got to tell him." Oh, he's already running down the street. It's great. I don't know, but Teddy's the man. Um, what's her name? Tina had like no lines at all, which is kind of
I liked
depressing.
Louise and the t-shirt cannon.
Oh, when she hit him in the face.
Yeah, can I shoot you with this? No. Ah!
Wait. Oh, that was a different one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or
Okay.
like the one guy walking the dogs. Like, do you want a free
Yeah.
t-shirt? Okay. Oh. And then like she hits Jimmy Pesto. Hey, free t-shirt though.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. But Gene's always the man. He was also casually the beef squash guy,
Yep.
but didn't really play out as I thought with that. But it was pretty good. Then Bob started dancing, and he finally realized what the bog to beach was,
Yeah.
or what it meant. And I first of all was very confused when they kept saying that. I'm like, what is that? Like a name of a plate?
From the
And then they
from the
explained.
bog to the beach. It makes sense. It made sense to me.
No, but the way they said it,
Yeah.
it sounded like bog toot was like a word, and then beach. I thought it was like the name of a beach. I'm like, maybe I didn't remember the name of the beach or something. But
Gotcha. Yeah.
I do love free t-shirts. Who doesn't love free t-shirts? That's the question. And now, Ken, you're going to be like, no, I love to buy shirts
Shut up.
for $20 a pop.
In terms of other things that I've seen, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2 several times now.
Why?
Because I love that movie so much.
Well, if you want to go again, I haven't seen it yet.
If you want to, I'll go again. It's that good, honestly. It's so much funnier than the first one. The music is so good. The overall tone, the final battle's better. Just if you have not seen Guardians 2 yet, go see it. It's amazing.
So is it confirmed that he has another cassette?
Yep. Well, he gets a cassette at the end of the first movie, which is the soundtrack to this movie, and then something happens with the cassette at the end of this one. I won't spoil that. So
Oh,
it's really funny what the reveal is. You'll see.
gotcha.
Samurai Jack season 5, the series finale is finally over. I'm not going to spoil any of this because Josh, you have not watched any yet.
Right.
Overall, season 5 is amazing. Final episode sucked. I hate the final episode with a burning passion. We will talk about this when you watch it, Josh.
Woo.
And then I also saw Master of None season 2. That's the Aziz Ansari show on Netflix. That was so funny, so touching, so heartbreaking. That show has it all. Please check that out. And then also season 3 of Kimmy Schmidt is out on Netflix. I watched all of that over the weekend. Super funny, so good. Watch that.
I heard that show sucked.
No, Kimmy Schmidt's so good. You would hate it. If you don't like 30 Rock, you won't like Kimmy Schmidt.
Who was I talking to that didn't like it?
I don't know, but talk. I have to go do something.
Actually, maybe I was talking to Gabby. That makes sense. But I don't know. Okay. Fair enough. Actually, no. Might have been. I don't know. But fair enough. I've heard of the show. I've seen the ads on the subway for the show. But anyway, people. You watch Breaking Bad. I do too. Breaking Bad is actually Very good show. I didn't watch it for the longest time, but then what's it called? Started watching it while like procrastinating studying a couple months ago. Still gotta finish that, but it's very good. And let's see. While the man is away. Ooh, we got some YouTube people. We got the Oakley Dokley. Hey, I like the name. I'm Destruction. Oh, wait, then who's Destruction? I don't even know of a Destruction. But you are Destruction.
Sorry.
You're on your sister's account. Well, hello, either way. What you could do while you're on your sister's account is that you can subscribe. That'd be kind of cool. But
Josh, why did my dad not come back from the store? What'd
oh
you
my
start
God.
talking about when I left for 2 seconds?
Oh my God, why did your dad see, son? Uh, I'm your father now. No, I don't know, Jacob. I think the man found the Switch in stock and he's been playing it ever since. And he's been really taking the portability feature to the extreme.
Did you see that video of the people who took the Switch skydiving?
Yeah. Was that actually real though?
Yeah, that was real.
I saw like a second of it. I'm like,
Yeah,
whatever.
it wasn't like a Nintendo thing. It was like just a bunch of guys
Yeah,
wanting to do it. It is. I think that's one of the coolest things ever, though.
Pretty cool. You already subbed on your sister's account. Wow. You've been subbed Science 100. What?
Since 100 subs.
Oh, that autocorrect though.
Yeah, no.
Well, thank you.
Destruction's been here for a while.
Hey man, I love this kid.
You didn't know who it was.
Shh.
Yo, talk about Dragon Ball Super. You're finally watching it, even though that we do have a Dragon Ball Super podcast.
Right,
It's been on hiatus for 3 years.
Which now we can actually get back to because
would you be up for doing that again with Fong?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love that kid.
Are you caught up yet?
The man likes his guacamole. I'll tell you that.
Really?
He does.
How far are you in Dragon Ball Super? Do you know?
Literally caught up. Episode 91 watched.
Really?
Yep.
Shut up! I did not.
So last week I
Wow.
told you I watched between because we saw the movies together.
Yeah.
And basically the anime through up until about episode 30 was a recap of those with a little extra stuff in between.
Unfortunately.
So I looked up on Reddit and on some sort of subreddit, I don't even remember which one, they were telling me which ones you should watch if you already watched the movies. So I did that. And then from there on, it was like, well, I got all these finals. I got to study. But what can I do when I don't want to study for finals? That was, I'm going to watch Dragon Ball Super. So I find really bad times to do these things. Like when I had tests before, I started watching Breaking Bad. But like, it's something's got to get me through, I guess. And yeah, so what I do is going to bed, I'd watch like at least like 5 episodes or something. And it just like kept racking up. And I caught up. I watched the new episode this past weekend or whatever. I was really sad because I was hoping they would get more through this filler stuff, and then I was like, "Wait, I'm already caught up." Oh no! But because the fighting stuff has been pretty cool, got to tell you. I mean, probably now you've seen it like a year and a half ago, but like,
well, yeah, I'm just looking up right now, like the series overview. They redid Battle of Gods between July and October of 2015. Resurrection F was between October and then January 2016. Then finally, the new stuff, Universe 6 stuff, started from January 2016 to June 5th, 2016. And the last half of the year was all the Future Trunks stuff, which so far Future Trunks has been my favorite arc so far. And then since January...
I mean, there hasn't been that many arcs, but...
Well, yeah. And then since February, we've been doing the Universal Survival arc.
I'm ready for that tournament, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But now they got this problem with Boo, man. What's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Boo sucks. What the heck? Like... He's such a letdown all times, except for that one fight, apparently, but...
I like him.
He's nice as, like, a filler thing, but then they actually rely on him, and then the man just does not come through.
Mm-hmm.
But...
Like, I don't want to get too deep into this talk, because I wanted to literally ask you everything, and it's not for this, that's not for this show. So hopefully
this is not the time nor place.
Hopefully we can do a Resurrection F on ourselves and bring back the...
I like that.
The 3-star Dragon Ball Buddy podcast.
Yeah. And for Mr. Oakley Dokley, you're only on episode 1 of it. It is okay because
it is rough.
You can catch up like me. I caught up in a few weeks. It's
when was our last Dragon Ball episode? Our podcast. Let's see. August 11th, 2015.
Yeah.
We made 9 episodes in before we stopped.
Right. So now we can resume. It'll be good.
Resume.
Yeah. So Dragon Ball Super, good stuff. It's actually really good. I see why people are like, this is like a top 5 anime right now. Like I see it definitely.
Yeah.
So
Like in
it's
terms
very
of
nice.
like my current anime, it's Dragon Ball Super, My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan, One Piece. There are others, but those are like the main ones, really.
Yeah, I didn't write it down, but I watched the first episode of that My Hero thing.
Oh, you watched the first
Um,
episode?
yeah,
What'd you think?
wasn't bad. I liked it.
Good. Okay.
The problem is then I kind of do this sometimes where I I kind of watch one episode of like random things and kind of test the field. And when I saw my brother recently, he was saying that we actually played the game. It's called E-Card or something,
Okay.
and it was from an anime. And basically, it's like you have 5 cards in your hand, and the other person has 5 cards in their hand, but one is like treated as like there's like 4 civilian cards and 1 slave card or something,
Okay.
and the other side has 4 civilian cards and a king card, and I think the slave card is like a 2, and then the other one's like literally a king, and then the other ones are just like filler, but they're consistent. I forget what we used, but
Okay.
basically you take turns where the king goes first, I believe, and they put down a card face down out of the 5, and then the slave person with that hand puts it down, and basically it's like you want to if you're the slave one, you catch them out on the king when they put the king down, and if you just have civilian ones, it's whatever.
Okay.
And it's like if you're the king, you want to survive and not have you tie with the slave, but if the slave just puts it out and gets it wrong, then it's over. It's like it's basically mind games.
I feel like I need to see this to get like a proper idea. But
yeah, I mean, apparently it's in this anime that he was saying called Kaiji,
okay.
and I haven't seen it so far, but you know what it is?
Oh, so you played a card game from an anime that you haven't seen yet?
No, I've seen the anime. I did not see it come up in the anime yet.
Okay.
But it's in the anime.
Gotcha.
But I'm up to like episode 7 or something of Kaiji. There's like 52 episodes. It's basically like a gambling anime, which it makes sense. My brother loves gambling stuff. But it's pretty cool. It looks like an old school style anime. I don't know when it actually came out, but it looks more in like the style of like late 90s, early 2000s kind of look.
Inuyasha-ish.
Yeah. I'd even dare say like Yu Yu Hakusho kind of art style.
Thick lines.
Yeah, it's kind of rough looking
Cool.
at times.
I actually like that look a lot, though.
But I think it's very interesting. Basically, I can't remember now. You've seen the anime No Game No Life thing?
Yeah.
I've told you about it. Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of take that, and it's sort of like the same concept where the guy was like kind of outthinking it and overanalyzing and doing all stuff with the games they were playing. This is kind of the same thing, but with more like gambling, not in terms of like games, but it basically a game. But like, you know, it's like to the extreme and whatever. It's like life or death. Very interesting. I think it's actually very enjoyable to watch.
Okay.
So Kaiji. Look out for it. Yeah, so that's actually been pretty cool. So,
that's cool.
I think that's it. I was trying to scan my little queue list thing.
I keep thinking that one day we're going to need to break off completely and make an anime podcast.
Maybe, but I don't watch that much. Like, I watch, but...
Exactly.
I'm no Reina Scully, man.
Well,
she gets paid to watch.
Well, she was born in Japan. She's fluent in Japanese and English.
Right.
So.
I've watched a couple of those YouTube videos where she teaches you.
She's good, man. She's really good.
She's married, though. Don't stop you. No.
All right, Joshy, this is your moment to shine. Are you ready for your little sports desk?
Oh, baby. Wait. No. Thomas, you wait for that. Slayer, that is how you spell it, actually. Kaiji, yes.
Kaiji, yeah.
Kaiji. Really nice anime. I think you'd like it. I think you'd really like it.
I just added it to my queue on Crunchyroll, so.
Perfect. How do you like the Crunchyroll, by the way?
Love it.
I'm actually very satisfied.
It's changed the way I watch anime.
You know, the one big problem, I think I told you, but I didn't say it on the stream. I think I did. Is like, you fall asleep, on autoplay on the anime
Well,
episode,
that's the thing.
whatever.
I'll rarely watch anime if I'm that tired, but I've done it a few times. So yes, I agree with you.
Normally, most of my anime watching is while I'm laying in bed, kind of thing. I'll watch a few, and then like I did it with Kaiju last night. I watched like episode 6, episode 7, and actually, I think I probably fell asleep at the very end of 7. And I wake up, and my phone is like on with like 5% battery left, off to my side somewhere. And it's like, are you still watching? And I look at it, it's like episode 14. I'm like, no, no, no. So like, it's like now I gotta backtrack, and it's like, oh, you watched all that. I'm like, no, I didn't. But
Yeah, if we ever get an anime podcast up and going, I'm gonna try to contact Crunchyroll and get like a sponsored link through them.
yeah, I mean, you could do that, and people get discounts on the membership and stuff. Yeah,
Exactly, helps everyone.
and yeah, because Mr. Oakley Dokley Destruction Man, so many ads on Crunchyroll is true. I mean, I have the premium now, and
So do I.
I actually think it's worth it. I mean, Mr. Thomas, you probably think that's like the most outrageous thing for me to ever say, because I actually do pay for Crunchyroll Premium, but it's really nice actually. I do like it. So do consider. But so you're saying it's time? It's time, Kenneth?
Yes, I'm going to get
To the
up.
sports desk?
I'm going to get up and refill my water. You have until when I get back to go through your sports desk.
Hold on. Wait, we need some clarifications here. Are you going to be running like the wind?
No, I will casually walk downstairs. It is a
Hmm.
rather large cup you can see on stream that we filled with water, and I will get back. When I am back, the desk is done.
All right.
Are you ready?
Wait, I finally see the cup. Okay. Wait, is that just a random 7-Eleven big gulp?
Yep. No. It's a Slurpee cup from their anniversary the other day,
Oh,
and I just filled it with water because it's a really just nice water cup.
gotcha.
Because like I have like nice glasses, but the glasses I feel like I put so much ice in my water that like I get like a sip of water and it's like, oh, ice.
Yeah.
Anyway, your little sports test begins in 5, 4,
Apparently Thomas has premium too. Rip me. But anyway.
3,
Yep.
2, 1, sports.
Oh God. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Sports Desk, where I'm the only one doing it because I'm the only one that knows about sports out of the two of us. So this is where I just speak about random things that I find interesting in sports, at least. So, I mean, I talked a little bit about it last time. We still got the NHL playoffs. We still got the NBA playoffs. NHL, I don't remember who's in it anymore because teams I care about or relatively care about are out. So, but hockey's still going. I think Nashville or something has a team now going to Stanley Cup Finals. They never had one, so pretty exciting. NBA playoffs, it's been a stomp pretty much. Cavs and Warriors. Cavs actually lost the other day to the Celtics, but I think they'll be fine. Warriors are like the most broken team, super talented, whatever, like not fair, but we'll see. I think LeBron can take them down. We'll see. Then we've got, let's see, actually, let me check. Mr. Thomas. Ducks were eliminated last night. Oh, man. Penguins are up. Yeah, we got the F1 Grand Prix Monaco something. Got all these races. Oh, man. I know they're also doing F1 in Russia, which is coming up. That's pretty cool. The only other stuff for like baseball-wise, kind of some cool facts if you guys didn't hear recently. As of like today or something, there was the outfielder for the Blue Jays, Anthony Gose, I believe his first name is, but Gose. So he used to be like an outfielder for them. Didn't do that well, got sent down, but really fast. Apparently now he's pitching, and he throws 99 miles an hour, so kind of interesting. Also, bunch of injuries, it seems like, this year with baseball. Gotta tell you. But also, one kind of interesting thing, I hate the Yankees, but there is now kind of a cool thing where if you've ever watched like a Seattle Mariners game, they have a separate section for the Mariners fans called like the King's Court when Felix Hernandez pitches, because they call him King Felix. Now apparently at Yankees games they have the judges' chambers for Aaron Judge, like their young like slugger guy that has like 1 million home runs now. So pretty cool. And in terms of Mets news, they won tonight, which is nice, against the Padres, who they better beat. But they're not doing so hot overall, but hopefully they could make a good comeback. They've got so many injured people. It is kind of corny, but I don't know. The Judge Chamber thing is kind of cool. I respect it. I'm also, in the law field, so Judge, The Russian Grand Prix was last month. All right, man. I don't know. But
And that's the
racing's going.
sports.
Yeah.
Did you get everything?
Yeah. Now I'm just reading this riddle by Mr. Destruction, and I don't know what I'm reading. You may only ask them one question. Alright, you deal with them. Your Dodgers are opening up with a car. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Dodgers, whatevs. I don't like the Dodgers. I don't like the Cardinals, actually. I hate the Cardinals more. So actually, alright, sure, I'll root for the Dodgers on that one. But yeah, so that's all the sports stuff I got for at the moment.
Cool.
So that's it. So you are back. Welcome back.
Okay, wait, Oakley Dokley. The way it works is if one tells only truth, one tells only lies. If you say show me, if you say to the yeah, when you ask them show us way to death, the one who tells the truth will show you the right way, where the other one will have to go the other. Yeah. Do you remember that from Yu-Gi-Oh, Josh? The Paradox Twins.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
said the rhymes.
Yeah.
They had oh, they had those cards. Then people, I saw a meme thing of it too. Oh God, I don't know.
The Guardian cards.
No, but well, yeah, but
Something of thunder,
whatever.
yada yada yada.
Yeah.
You know, the way it works is one of them is from Truthville, one of them is from Liarsburg, and you ask them, show me your village. So the truth guy will point to his village, and because the liar is from Liarsburg, he'll point to the truth village as well. That's how you know which way the truth one is.
It sounds like a mafia type game. What the heck?
No, you know the riddle, right?
No, I don't know riddles.
You're walking down a road, and you meet two men. One of the men is from Liarsburg, and one
Sure.
of them is from Truthville.
Sure.
In front of them is a path that splits in two ways.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the one from Liarsburg will only lie, and the one from Truthville will only tell the truth. You don't know which is which, though. What question do you ask to find out how to get to Truthville?
Are you saying under no circumstances will the liar tell the truth?
Correct.
Like if I threaten to kill him, the man will still lie.
Yep.
Okay. So what question? What is one question?
One question.
What question would I ask in order to know which path to go?
Exactly.
I feel like this is the part where Mr. Krabs was asked what the secret handshake is. He's like,
pass.
he's like, how you doing? Fine, thanks. What would I ask?
I just told the answer like a minute ago.
I'm not reading it. I'm purposely not looking.
I said it out loud when we were talking to the Paradox Brothers.
Huh? Oh, I was just focused on their rhyming. What was the answer?
You ask them to show you their village. Because the truth guy is going to show you his village.
Ah, then they're both going to show
the liar won't show you his village. He'll lie and say Truthville's his village.
All right, so they both show the truth.
So,
so you still don't know the identity of either, but then you know the path to go. Fine.
Yeah.
Fair.
So
but I was laughing at the Slayer thing. That was a good line.
You is wrong. How am I wrong? That's the answer.
Yeah, you is, man. You is wrong. You is smart. You is loyal. Or you is kind. Something. Yeah. You is wrong.
Doug, we have to move on, but tell me how I'm wrong, because that's the answer. I know that riddle.
All right. Anyway, well, you guys can combat about that all you want, because then I'll tell my little story here very quickly.
Oh yeah.
Little talking point. So one kind of really cool story, Mr. Thomas, you'll be interested in this if you're still listening. Basically that you probably hear that, but
yeah, it's okay.
so there's this like random little game store now, like back home near you more, like I don't know, less than 10 minutes away kind of thing. Very little store. It's called like Game On or something, and they're open like 3 days of the week, like very like small intervals, very weird, but really cool place. It's like if you walk into a GameStop, right, you have those bargain bins, and it's like at this point it's probably like Wii games or PS4 games that no one's played in like a few years or whatever, or Wii U games actually now. I'm saying Wii games, but at this place they have the same kind of thing, but with Super Nintendo games. They have N64 games. Like, it's pretty cool. They have a lot of retro stuff and a lot of refurbished systems that look really nice, and they're like well refurbished, honestly. And very cool stuff. And you can find some interesting things. They do kind of like a GameStop like trade-in policy. Maybe they do a better deal than GameStop. I don't know, but because if they get all these systems, I'm like, where do they just get these people willing to do this? But pretty cool stuff. You can find stuff from every single console, honestly, like going way back. They had like Atari stuff. They had the other old Atari-like systems. I forget the names now, and television or something. Some of that stuff. They had Sega stuff. They had early Nintendo. They had I don't even know. They had early PlayStation stuff. They had like a PS1 refurbished, perfect condition with a controller for $30. Like they're relatively.
Did they have ColecoVision?
Yeah, I think they did. Or at least they had it on display, like as a thing. But they had all that old stuff. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Wow, 4th grade and you had the Wii. Oh boy, I'm old. But yeah, so really cool store. I literally caved in because I found they had a Sega Master System, which came out in 1985, and not that popular, kind of rare. And I collect all the systems. I have almost all of them, but I never seen that one really. And yeah, so I just bought it, and it cost me like $80, but it was looked like nice condition, came with the game. Pretty cool. I tested it out myself. Everything worked perfectly fine. Very satisfied with it, honestly. Really cool. So
nice.
You got to check out some of those stores sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely want to check them out. So
yeah, I mean, Thomas, you were saying you have one of those or whatever. Yeah, I mean, they're really cool. So just kind of my cool little find for the week or whatever. While I was home, I was like, yeah, what the heck. So yeah,
cool.
That's about it on that front. I know
we should mention real quick. Just move things along a little bit.
Sure.
Thomas was asking before about Comic-Con. You and me.
Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, you and me both got our tickets for Comic-Con.
Well, so here's the thing, because Kenneth, you always make your yearly announcement on wherever that you bought your tickets.
Don't drag me through the mud over this.
And then I saw
Don't
that.
Don't drag me through the mud.
I was like, oh yeah. You never tell me.
You're preemie, like Gene.
But yeah, so then I bought tickets too. But of course you're going like every day.
I have tickets for all 4 days.
Because you go every day, every year. Like you always go.
Yeah, because I'm an idiot.
But I mean, I'm more realistic. I've also never been there before, so I'm like, You're
going on just Sunday, right?
I'm just going on the Sunday, and hopefully it'll be nice. If anyone else out there is going, you can definitely see us there, or at least see me there once, or see Ken every single time.
I'll be at the Jessica Nigri booth all 4 days.
Just camping out, bring that tent. Thomas, why are you only going on Friday? Man, sell that Friday ticket, get a Sunday ticket. Come on. Why are you going to purposely go on Friday and miss work?
Oh.
Yo.
Friday's the better day, though, for like if you want like panels and exclusives and whatnot.
Man, I go for the women. I don't go for the panels.
They're all gone by Sunday.
They're all snatched up. They already got boyfriends now. No, I don't know. It takes 2 days. Yeah, it should be fun though. I don't know. I've never been. I know you go all the time. I know I've met up with you afterwards. I met up with the two of you guys last year, Mr. Thomas.
Was that last year? That was 2 years ago.
I don't even know, but whatever. But yeah, so I've never actually been there myself, so it's pretty cool. Slayer, I don't know if you're going. I forget where you live anymore. But
oh my god,
whoever's going, hey man, hit me up. We'll walk around or something. I don't know.
So
yeah, it should
tempting.
Be cool. Hey man, you'd be surprised. But oh my god, wow! I just saw what you did on the video.
What are you talking about?
Oh dear God. That was 2 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
But so also, and I think I made the pitch before, but also if anyone's interested in the, what do they call it? Anime NYC convention, basically a full anime convention.
Oh yeah, the Crunchyroll sponsored convention.
Yeah, man, I'm going in the middle of November. So this one's the middle of October for the Comic-Con. Middle of November, if anyone's interested. I don't remember where they're doing. It might be at the same place, honestly. I don't know. But
I might go to that. I'm still on the fence. We'll see how I feel at the time.
it should be pretty cool. I'm excited. I don't care if I'm the only one going. I'm excited to go. So if anyone's going to that, it was like cheap enough to buy a whole weekend thing. So I was like, what the heck? So I bought a weekend pass thing. It's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Nice.
And yeah, so if anyone wants to go to that, if you like anime, if you like cosplayers or cosplaying, you can go, I guess. But yeah, should be fun.
Cool.
So that's about it for event stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like we should have our own little booth some year. Have like fans actually line up for us, and then you'll see like Thomas camping out the night before. But
Josh, I love that half the things on our docket here are just like things you've just like inserted.
Yeah, it was things that I didn't want to forget. Actually, speaking about that. Okay.
There we go.
I need to do that. Very important. You also need to then send me like or something like the actual payment history stuff so it can actually be like legit. But
oh, don't worry, I can get that to you.
Okay. Didn't mean to do that when it comes
Okay,
right.
Let's go more to like the newsy talk stuff to round up the show.
Well, then let me do the quicker things now.
Okay.
Or should I? Nah.
No, just don't worry.
I'll do those at the end.
Yeah,
so we'll
exactly.
do the thing here and yeah.
So we had like we called like a mini JK through texting over the new 2DS XL. Because literally the day after our last podcast, they announced this thing. And we couldn't like record JK again right away. So we just talked about it on like through text and whatnot. Right. I think we both came to the consensus that like it's pretty nice looking actually.
The new 2DS XL, yes, very.
It's obviously, this is Nintendo's way of peacefully bowing out the 3DS altogether.
I mean, it's basically like the Wii Mini or whatever they've done like at the end of the thing just to try to sell a few more. And you know, honestly,
the Game Boy Micro.
If you haven't played any of the games, you've never like played 3DS stuff, you never owned that, like it's good. I mean, then you get access to all the games you never played before, and you got the top of the line version more or less. So it's kind of cool. But like the market, I don't think is very big. But we'll see. And apparently Nintendo, at least for the foreseeable future, they're going to continue supporting it.
Well, that was
to some extent.
It was a big thing when they first announced the regular 2DS that parents were concerned with the 3D and whatnot, and also those things broke very easily. The clamshells on ones, the hinges.
I also just
like
think
that.
they were getting a lot of complaints that people didn't even care about 3D.
True, yeah, but now the new 2DS XL has everything you want from the new 3DS XL except the 3D, and it's overall cheaper. It's a very nice design. It has some very smart.
It has some smart, with the like hiding of the memory card and game card slots at the bottom with like a little flap thing, basically that you'd find on like the top of the Switch for the game card. And now you don't have to like unscrew the back to put a memory card. Like, you know, just very easy things that they should have fixed like forever ago. But yeah, so it's just some nice little upgrades here or there, but upgrades in terms of like design, not in terms of actual like hardware, because the hardware is exactly the same and it's not really anything better. So
well, it has like the Amiibo support, it has the faster processor of the new 3DS, it has better screen resolution, yada yada yada.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
it's better screen resolution. Like, what does that really mean? Like, it doesn't have that great specs. I mean,
it's the final improved version of the DS.
So
I think it's smart on their point. It comes out this summer along with all those other 3DS games like Hey Pikmin and the Tomodachi Adventure thing. Miitopia, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Like, you can see why they're releasing it when they are releasing it and what the audience is.
It's kind of interesting, though, how North America is only getting the turquoise and black one, and then the other countries, I think, have the option of both, because the other one is a white and gold or something, or white and orange one. Mm-hmm. But
they've always done weird choices like that. Like, remember when the new 3DS came out? It was only available in the XL size for like a year and a half.
Remember
the first one that had the the smaller option was the Animal Crossing Special Edition one.
Oh yeah. No, I thought you were talking about the very original like 3DS.
No,
I'm like,
no, no,
no.
no, 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 no,
But
no.
yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, it's $150. So it's like one of those. If you don't have it, buy it, I guess. But like,
I like the way the Game explained it.
mm,
Where like 150 for a 3DS, 300 for a
I
Switch.
I hate that argument so much. But you can say it.
But it's basically if you want the console experience, it's double the handheld. I kind of like that. Like it's that's not a perfect example, but I like that example a lot.
Mm, I don't know. Like to me, the systems are so different in terms of quality.
I agree, but I think the Switch has to battle the thing that it's not a handheld; it is a console that is portable. I think the average parent, the average person, it's like, oh, Nintendo's new handheld, the Switch. Like, yes, it can be used as a handheld, but it's a console, and that's a thing they need to. I think having the 2DS around like that helps make that distinction a lot.
I guess. I don't know. And Mr. Slayer, the new Pikmin, yeah, it's called Hey Pikmin. It's like
A
basically
2D Pikmin platformer.
it's just a platformer involving Pikmin concepts. Like it's not like the next big installment in the franchise. It's
Apparently, from the early things, it's not horrible.
well, people say it's not bad, but I've listened to a couple opinions on it, and essentially they're saying, like I've heard the Game Explain people, I've heard the podcast that listen to the Nintendo voice chat thing, I've heard a couple others. Basically, the game's okay. It's just it seems very easy from what's been played, and it does seem a lot more geared to that little kid kind of market, which is what seems like the direction of the 3DS, where the
2DS.
3DS, well, whatever, yeah, their handheld line essentially, because they're getting the Miitopia thing, which is like a fun little kiddie game or quirky game or something. Like it's not like full-fledged games. Like so, I don't know. It's just interesting. It's one of those where like for me, in terms of like collector's sake, the only thing is that if maybe by holiday time it goes on sale for like half the price or something, I'll buy it just because I don't have technically a 2DS if I want to go very technical. But like for me in my situation, like I wouldn't pay 150 for that. For people that own a 3DS or something, like there's no point. So
Yeah, I'm probably not getting one in general. I don't really need it.
yeah, I mean there's really not much of a point of it. So
Yeah, it's neat though. It's the right move from Nintendo's point of view.
I mean it makes sense. It's just I just find it funny how then like I feel like that is something that's less priority. Like it shouldn't be high on their priority list, which maybe it's still not. But like they're having so many supply problems with the Switch and stuff. Like I'd rather them put out a message just saying we're working on it. Like I don't know. So
Yeah, but here's the thing. They already have factories making 3DSs and whatnot. I bet you anything they're just gonna flip a switch and instead of making this, make the 2DSs now. Like make that the main focus. I think we're gonna see a phase of the 3DSs completely out by the end of the year.
you say that, but Nintendo's not one to quit like that. I think they got another year, full year. But
Another full year of 3DS.
right. Well, the 3DS, 2DS handheld
No,
line.
no, no. I think they're getting rid of 3D in general because 3D is expensive and no one uses it.
Oh, you're saying the feature itself.
I think they're gonna go full on. Like you're not gonna.
Well, that I could see. They've been phasing out, even with like the new Pokemon games. Like 3D was very rarely capable in parts of the game. So
Yeah,
like,
and at some points it chugged the game down to a halt if you played on the old model.
oh well, yeah. So I mean, it is being phased out like that, yeah. But I mean, handheld support in general, I'm saying that's got another year.
They've been very firm saying that they're not giving up on handheld support anytime soon, even though the writing on the wall looks pretty clear.
I mean, the biggest thing is they promised a year's worth of content with that Fire Emblem season pass. So it has at least a year from now.
True.
But I think it's going to go until the end of next year. Like,
The
so
end
a
of
year and a half.
Holiday next year.
Right. I
Okay.
think that'll be the final, like, little push to do, like, a big sale on it or something. But, like, that's it.
I think the fact that they had a direct where they showed off all the 3DS games before E3,
Right.
it's essentially walking the 3DS out to the shed with a gun.
But you don't know if that's all the 3DS games they have.
I don't, but
There's still, I mean, this is all like actual for our next episode, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only thing I'll say on that is, the newest Pokemon has not been confirmed for the Switch. It could still be coming out on the 3DS. Like, that could be their one last hurrah when you thought maybe their one last hurrah was last year. So like,
I would agree with you if it was
I'm not saying to agree with me.
no,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying it's a
But
rumor.
here's the thing: if it was a Diamond and Pearl remake, yes,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Pokemon Stars,
Mm-hmm.
it's Switch.
I hear you.
Because here's the thing: they push the 3DS
Yes.
to its limit.
Yeah.
The things they want to implement in Stars need the Switch's power.
Well, based on their wanting of more models and whatever.
Higher models, more
Yeah, yeah.
models on screen, more connectivity, expand the story, explain that Necro guy at the end, put in Mars
Right.
Shadow. Like they have stuff in the works. There's things moving around.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's too much foreshadowing into next week.
Into next week's episode, yeah.
But
I guess we'll go over this next topic quick then too. The
yeah.
Mario and Rabbids game. I forget the full name. I think I have it right here. 1 second. Oh yeah, Mario
Kingdom
and
Battle?
Rabbids Kingdom Battle. A full image leak today of
Yeah.
the concept art, like maybe a shot of like box art, whatever, like that.
It's like Mario with a hand cannon.
I didn't care about this game at all until I saw that picture. It looks
I mean,
so
to me,
silly.
To me, it looks like the PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
It looks
whatever
like
they
just
call
a
it.
funny crossover. Like, do you see the Peach with like
Yeah,
the selfie and like, I don't know.
yeah.
It
Did you
looks
see that?
great.
It was like the epic roster. It was like hashtag whatever. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
But
it looks dumb, silly, fun, and I cannot wait for it.
yeah, so you're gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy that in the slightest. But it'll be interesting.
If it's a turn-based RPG like they're saying it is, it's gonna be fun.
You know, I also didn't realize how many people have a 2DS.
Dude,
like
the
you guys
2DS,
are
the
like,
2DS was very popular. Did very
because
well.
you guys are like, yeah, I have a 2DS. I'm like, what? But I mean, hey, to each his own. I've heard they're not that bad, so like, I'm not knocking it at all. I'm just saying, like, if you don't own any of that stuff, like,
I
then
just
maybe buy
never
this new one.
liked the slate design, like the
Yeah, I mean,
door
some
style.
people though. I mean, like, even I think I said it to you. I mean, people said it's actually kind of comfortable to hold.
Oh, I've used it. It's very comfortable.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
just
you
me.
said it before. I talked with
I
think
like-
I even talked to cousin Thomas. I heard some other people commenting on it when they were talking about the new 2DS one. So
Yeah, I just like the ability to fold my DS.
that's the thing. We've gotten
both
so used to
screens
that
are
as the
protected.
handheld.
It
Yep.
fits in my pocket,
hmm
etc., etc.
Yes, sir. So yeah.
But this
Um,
Rabbids game we'll talk about more next. Because I'm sure more news will leak out by next week.
well, yeah, they might do
Because
strategically.
today a part of the picture leaked, then the full picture leaked, and then a bunch of details leaked today. So like the game's leaking. Like we're full on E3 leaks at this point.
Yeah. Hold on. Important text. I realized I had to answer. Okay,
Gotcha.
so then we can still, I guess, talk about the Sonic thing.
Yep. Again, this is more like we'll go over this quick because again these games are gonna be heavily showed at E3.
Yeah, the first part of it, not much.
Oh
I
no,
don't-
they're definitely gonna be showing Mania off like crazy. Like yeah,
Alright,
because
well-
Mania's coming out sooner than Forces, but like Mania, I think Mania is this summer, isn't it?
Well, but also Mania was previewed at the Switch preview event thing.
True.
So
Then it got delayed. That's the thing.
yeah, well,
It's slated for Q2, Q3, like it doesn't have a date yet, which is
Well,
scary.
I don't know, but either way, so Sonic Mania, the two Sonic games, Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces. Sonic Mania is the one that's like an old school Sonic kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
And Sonic Forces is like the newest, like Sonic Adventure Battle 2, whatever.
Where you can
like,
make your own person.
it's like that in new school. So
Sonic
like,
OC,
take that,
do not
like,
steal.
Take that like 17-year-old game and redone. Looks really nice actually. I watched the trailer with you. And yeah, so I'm really excited for both of them, honestly. And the one cool thing that I showed you was the collector's edition for Sonic Mania, and you actually get some kind of cool stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. So you guys, if you haven't seen that bundle before, you can get on that. I think it's basically like $60.
Yeah,
And,
you got like a statuette of Sonic standing on an old Sega. You got like a ring. You got a digital code of the game, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like the price of a new game anyway. So the fact that it would have been cheaper, but now you pay the same price as like a brand new game, but you get cool kind of stuff, I think it's kind of worth it. Oh, the August 31st. Usually that's like a placeholder kind of date that they do. So I don't know about that. But Sonic Forces that's going to come out eventually. That's going to heavily be shown, I think, at E3. That looks really cool. So yeah, I think that's about it with the Sonic stuff. It's just kind of cool stuff coming up.
Yeah.
And speaking about new cool stuff coming up, I saw that you've been getting some new Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Guardians Rising just came out a couple weeks ago. I went to the pre-release like I always do, and I opened a bunch of booster boxes on the channel, bunch of product. Really important set for the series because we're getting close to the next what do you call it? Next rotation. We're losing a lot of like amazing cards from like the X and Y era, and we're relying more and more on the Sun and Moon era. So this set has the Tapu Lele GX card, very important card for all future playing, all competitive Pokemon plays. So,
And I mean, I see your shirt. Are you still doing the whole competitive scene?
not
Yeah, don't
not,
you?
not as much as I was because I didn't place at regionals in Philly. I would have to travel to Virginia like a couple weeks ago to play there. I just didn't have the time or money to do that. So I'm basically out for the season, but I'm still competing. I'm currently working on making my Ninetales GX deck, and I'm almost done with it. I'm just waiting for 2 Tapu Koko cards to get in here, and I'll be set.
Like in terms of you ordered them or you praying?
No, no. They just came out with a new Tapu Koko card in a promo box, so I ordered 2 of the boxes.
No.
Why are you saying oh no?
Well, you have to in order for the deck.
It's not like I'm getting like a cheap version of this card. This card is only available in this way.
No, I'm just saying it's funny because now they make you buy 2 of those things because you need multiple copies.
I need the consistency.
It's just funny, but
it's not like I'm buying 2 cards for $40. I'm buying 2 cards in like 20 packs for $40.
yeah.
So, and like I have some cards right here that you can't see on the camera probably. I have a full art Sylveon, a full art Alola Ninetales. I just pulled the other day.
Well, yeah, I saw them. Yeah.
Good stuff. Very important set, but yeah, it's probably the best time.
You can see them on the thing. I
Oh,
see
there
it
you
coming
go.
up. Looks pretty nice. Yeah.
Nice, yeah. Probably
Cool.
probably the best time to join the Pokemon TCG.
Well,
Destruction. That I said that exact same thing. You just typed in the chat there.
you didn't
Which
say
way
the brother.
would your brother say to go?
I actually think your question's better than the brother thing.
Yes.
Because who then are you referring? Like, I feel like that's actually worse. But
Yeah, mine's better. Thank you.
well, no, you apparently got it wrong, Ken. So accept your loss. You have to accept your loss graciously. The other Pokemon news.
Besides Pokemon Stars, still not being announced.
Right. Which, it's weird because they were saying actually that usually they have a special Pokemon Direct for those things. So is this the year where they just lay it on the line at E3 itself?
If they do that, that's going to be monumental. But again, that's our next show.
I mean, who knows the new direction of Nintendo. But it's one kind of thing. I was just looking up some recent Pokemon news and then I was like, huh. So apparently Pokemon Sun and Moon, the anime, which I put on halt, so I got to catch up. Like, I didn't even finish the end of the Kalos stuff. There's probably like 5 more episodes of that I still got to watch. But
You didn't finish Kalos?
no, because all that stupid Zygarde stuff happened, and then I got busy, and then I forgot, and then I'm like, I don't care about British-speaking Zygarde, and then like the British accent, that's so weird. But
I
don't mind the accent.
Japanese.
I don't mind the accent, but then you put it on a Zygarde cell, and it's like kind of weird. But
Dear brother, I say.
yeah, exactly. But I'm waiting for the 2 little cells to just have a little T or something. But anyway,
A little monocle over their eyes.
exactly. So apparently the anime for Sun and Moon is actually now going to be shown, at least for the English version, of course, is going to be shown on Disney XD.
Yep.
Which I think is kind of an interesting little interplay because they've never been on Disney before. Like, Disney's usually more of an exclusive thing, but maybe the XD channel
The
is like
XD has
different.
been like home to like Digimon in the past. It's been home to a lot of like the more kid, which like these are animes, but like they're not really animes.
Yeah. So yeah, so I guess they're more lenient than like the actual Disney Channel or something where it's more
Plus
like
the new redesign of Sun and Moon.
it looks more
fits
right.
Disney a lot more.
Right. So it's just kind of interesting. So if you end up like if you're someone that watches it on TV, which I used to do, but now I still watch the English one of Pokemon, but I watch it online, but you can catch it on Disney XD now. So just interesting, I thought. Um, then basically I had a couple other little mini topics really quick that I just thought I'd throw out there.
Okay.
What's it called? Mr. Slayer, I see you're still there, so perfect. Uh, it's funny. The new feature on Twitch is like, oh, Ken, I should do that. It's like you can add people as like your friends, and I feel like you could always do that, I guess, to some extent. But then it'll now show up on the left side of like, oh, they're on and they're watching something or they're streaming this or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
And so like I have like Mr. Slayer, I have Thomas, I think I have a couple other people, and you kind of like if you see they're online watching something, you could click on their name and then click join, and you could join their stream that they're streaming or like join what they're watching.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it notifies the other person that like, hey, your friend like joined your thing. I don't actually know, but I've done it a couple times, and I think I joined Mr. Slayer thing, Mr. Slayer's stream that he was watching, and I was just like bored. I don't know, but then what's it called? He was watching some guy speedrun Zelda games, like old, like handheld Zelda ones.
Mm-hmm.
And he still does it. Actually, he's online right now playing Legend of Zelda Awakening or whatever. And says TGH plays or whatever. Kind of interesting. So I subscribed to him. What the heck? Well, not subscribed, but I followed him. So thank you, Mr. Slayer. Kind of cool to see. Apparently you can like bomb the store. I didn't even know you could do it. But anyway, also a couple other questions to just throw out there for very mini discussion. So Ken, you have all these adoring fans. By adoring fans, I mean about 4 people. Now, people do this all the time.
I think you just put the nail in the coffin in the discussion there, Josh.
Hey, but people all of a sudden, no, not all of a sudden, but this whole Patreon thing, man. More and more, I've realized that people that I didn't expect also like they have a Patreon thing. Like they'll be like, oh, and look for us on Patreon. So, have you considered making a Patreon for either like this kind of thing or like just your channel on the whole or something? Have you ever considered a Kind King 01 Patreon account?
Absolutely not.
What?
Here's the thing. I don't like begging for money at all. I'm a very like work hard. The money you earn, you'll put back into what you love, and you'll expound upon that. With Patreon, it's people who love your content so much, and they want to give you money to support your content.
Right.
But with Patreon, you also need to give back in a way to make it enticing for the patrons too. So
Right.
I've done Jessica Neger's Patreon for quite some time.
Sure.
And the top amount she has is a $60 monthly price. You get a bunch of prints from her, discount codes, live updates, one-on-one chats on Google, whatever the thing is, like lots of stuff like that, which is great. I have nothing to offer in terms of prints. I have nothing to offer in terms of shirts. I have no buttons or doodads or anything like that. I'm not big enough where like, hey, do you want a private stream? Every stream I make is pretty much a private stream sometimes. Like I am not big enough, nor can I give enough back to support a Patreon. I'm not going to create a Patreon like, it's not going to be like a, yo, just donate and help me out. Thank you. Like I'm not.
Well, right. But okay, so it's not.
If I ever got to the point where I was big enough, where there's just like, because right now we can name everyone in the chat, we know them on like a first name basis, we know everyone here. If it ever got to the point where like I was getting like 1,000+ people, and like there were some who were always around, some who weren't around, some who wanted to help out, yada yada, like stuff like that, like then I would consider it. Right now I'm way too small. Like yes, it's nice having over 1,000 subs on YouTube. Almost, I think, past 90 followers now on Twitch. Like, those are great numbers, and I'm very, very proud of that. But it's not Patreon level yet.
Fair enough.
Like believe me, would I love to get more money for this? Absolutely.
Well, I'll be creating my own Patreon. No.
I mean, go ahead. But until I can, like, give back, I don't want to take people's money at all. Right now, I'm not how much of a douchebag would I feel like if I started a Patreon, got like let's say even $100 from like
Sure.
4 or 5 people, and
Sure.
then I have to stream for a month.
Well, that's your own fault.
That's the thing. But at the same time, like I'm not so knowing that I'm not going to take anyone's money
That's fair.
until I can make good content. I'm working right now on getting a new recording studio done. I bought new mics, bought new mic stands. Not one for you. I'll get one for you soon. Sorry.
Yeah, come on.
I'm working on a couple of projects in the back right now to hopefully get the channel consistent. The problem is now where I'm in a position right now where at work I'm staying late every day and don't have time to give it my all, unfortunately. And right now YouTube's going through an adpocalypse and everyone's moving to Twitch, which Twitch is great. Once I get affiliated through Twitch and I can offer like the sub emote, I can offer the sub button at least, stuff like that. That stuff is more what I'm thinking about. Patreon will be a thing later on. Like people who are doing Patreon, that's how they're making their livelihood. Like those are people who are putting 110% into YouTube and Twitch, and they're living off donations and whatnot. Right now, as much as I love doing this, I'm not living off Twitch and YouTube yet. I'm working at Geico in their legal offices. I actually am might get a new promotion soon. So, so like again, like Patreon is an awesome service. It's not for me. I have nothing to offer these people, for I am not big enough yet for that kind of content.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But if you guys are interested in my Patreon, if you give me 1 cent every month, I will give you 1 cent worth of entertainment.
You know you'd end up owing money because Patreon takes part of your
Wait,
thing.
Rip.
Patreon gets a percentage. So
I'm gonna make a GoFundMe.
like right now, if someone wants to support me, just stay followed, stay subscribed, and watch the content and share the content. That's the best way to keep me growing and to make the channels better.
Well, and speaking with making the channel better, leads into the point that Mr. Destruction has brought up, and then it'll go into the point that I will bring up. Do you still do the Skype call-ins?
Again, I haven't streamed in a while, so the answer is technically yes.
Right.
Just haven't done it in a while.
Right.
But yeah, the Skype call-ins
so it is on the table.
The Skype call-ins are every time I stream on Fridays, because that's technically Fan Fridays. It's just I am an asshole and haven't streamed in like forever.
Correct.
I think the last time I streamed was when Zelda came out.
A little harsh on the self-criticism, but it's probably warranted.
No, I streamed April 11th and Ukulele came out, and that was abysmal because that game runs like ass.
Right.
And before that it was March 3rd. So April 11th, March 3rd, and what today is May 23rd. So yeah, that's the 3 times the stream's been active since then. So again,
basically, you can Skype in when he actually does it.
That's just me. I need to commit to myself and become a better streamer in general because I want to become a better streamer. I want to entertain people and do shit. So
right. So, all right, that's your own motivation, your own goals. I will look into that GoFundMe. No, I'm kidding.
The Kankyo on Patreon is now live.
I've created it for you. You have no choice. You know the login and password. But yeah. So the other thing, which is something we can all look forward to, and is a possibility, is that, you love these episodes, right? Everyone loves listening to us. It's great. You have the 2 of us. We go back and forth. We try and do this consistently. God knows what happens. But here's the thing. When Smash was coming out for the Wii U, and there were like those videos, and then you have the villager in the corner with that like death stare face or whatever. The new challenger's approaching, man. And there might be a new challenger on the stream. It's a possibility. It's something we can get to work. Potentially. I saw apparently another dab. I'm very disappointed. But Mr. Cousin Thomas, you have the lifetime of an opportunity. It's almost like you bought one of those Wonka chocolate bars and you got the gold ticket.
You've never seen Willy Wonka.
I've seen the movie.
Well, I know where you're going.
At least twice.
I know where you're going with this, and yes, I do want to have guests on the show. Cousin Thomas is definitely one. Slayers, like people who have been with the channel for the longest time, I want on the show because you and me have a good time, but we need to get other people on the show as well. The thing with that is, this is a caveat more to you. We can start doing that once we have a set schedule for these shows.
Well, it's more like At least in terms of coordinating guests, it's more like as
It,
long as we have a time in advance, at least for that episode, then yes,
it's
we
yeah,
can.
it's much easier if we have like
Yeah.
it's every Saturday, every Sunday from this time. Like if we
Well, not every. No, but like I'm saying, like okay, if I know I'll definitely be free in 2 weeks on a Friday night.
no, see that's the thing. I want to start going weekly consistently.
Well, you can't get that until like September. But
Exactly. So
well, but that doesn't stop someone from being on the episode like one week
I know,
if we
but
plan it.
it makes planning hard. I don't want to say, hey Thomas, you're free now, and like
No,
he's
no, no.
not.
No, if I literally look at my calendar, like I know, for example, I should be free on Friday, June 2nd. I will say that right now. So it's almost like, okay, Thomas, if you are free on Friday, June 2nd, maybe we can make something like that kind of thing. Like, can't promise that with everyone or something, but I mean, the super fan, the man that knows words that I've said that I don't think I've said in my life, but then he'll make me realize that I said it. But apparently on Tekken 7, yeah. So like, I don't know. It's like one of those things.
Again,
so if it's out far in advance, we'll kind of make it happen or something.
That's behind the scene things that you and me should talk off camera and whatnot. But yes, that is where we want to take the show later down the line. I think having new voices, fresh views and whatnot on the show is a definite to keep the show going, whatnot. But again, we just need to figure out the logistics and whatnot, figure out audio quality, timing, stuff like that. It's gonna be a little tricky, but it's definitely doable, and that's what we want to do in the future. We just need to discuss more off camera.
Yeah, so it's exciting stuff. And I don't know. It's pretty much it. I mean, basically the other thing is just kind of, look forward to our next episode in
our
about
next
a week
episode
or so.
will be all E3 stuff. We'll go through, we'll break down like each of the companies, what we want to see, expect, and whatnot. And then E3, I will be going over to your house or your place one day.
Oh, you're doing it that way?
Is that how we're doing it? I'm taking up.
I thought I was probably going to go to you.
Oh, if you're going to be home at the time, sure.
Well, because it's one of those where maybe I just go home for a couple days anyway, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
While I'm there, then I'll be like, hey, I'll come over. Like
if you're doing better, then that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, because first of all, it'll probably make it easier for you.
Yep.
But it also might be a nice time for me to just be like, hey, I'm coming home, whatever, see my family. So. And
our plan is to stream Nintendo's stream our reactions to Nintendo's conference and whatnot. Hopefully,
yeah, like if you ever seen like those little kids and they make those little videos, we're gonna make one exactly like that.
Yeah, and then right after that's done, Aaron, we're gonna go right into our JK and talk about what we thought of Nintendo's Direct. And then we'll come back a week later with a full-on, like, talking about all things Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, etc., etc.
Yeah, especially Ubisoft, man. I need my girl.
Oh,
Aisha.
Ubisoft. That company is interesting. We might get the new Assassin's Creed finally, apparently. Maybe, who knows? I don't care.
Did you ever see that movie?
No. Well, yeah, I technically saw it.
What?
I watched a bad bootleg version of it. It's a crap movie. It's a crap movie. It didn't even deserve that.
Well, I didn't see it. So
Ken, what's your opinion on fidget spinners? I love them. I have one.
Oh yeah, you do.
A nice solid gold one. It's very nice.
I don't have a need for it. I understand the need for it. I don't need it.
It does help.
But I don't know. What all the kids want. I've seen them on the side of the streets walking around in the city for sale. I'm like, all right.
I thought you like people like basically like junkies on the side of the streets with spinners. Like
no, I just mean one of those like instead of people now selling bags at a random table on the side of a corner, they're selling just table with all those things. I'm like, oh my god.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, I don't know. Just one of those things.
What have we become?
I'm not caving into that. Oh my god.
That's my buddy Tom from work.
Yo, I love that kid.
Yo,
I don't know you, but I hear your name every time I talk to Ken. Apparently you're the only one that works with him. But it's always, oh, my friend from work. It's always the one guy. It's always you.
Tom is the only one I hang out with outside of work, really.
Yo, Mr. Tom, though, I heard that you and your family cheated at that cake contest thing.
They did not cheat.
I haven't forgiven you for that.
How'd they cheat?
You told me they cheated.
Oh, the Baileys?
Yeah.
I mean, it's technically not
No.
cheating, but putting booze in your cheesecake.
No, see, Ken did not have the outlined rules. See, this is why instructions are very important.
We didn't have that, like, strict of rules.
But you lost. I'm salty for you.
You don't need to be salty for me. I'm not salty. Oh boy. Okay, this is where our show's winding down.
There are rules in baking.
There are no rules.
Actually, okay, this is the one last point. So, have you ever you've seen there's the what is it, the Bob Ross stuff that's on here?
Yeah, the painting.
They still do it now, apparently, time to time. They bring it back for like a little marathon thing. They're like mini marathon. It's like very nice to watch.
They're showing all of Mr. Rogers right now, I think.
Well, also, so 24/7, always streaming. Some random food show is always streaming on their creative channel, and literally the name is just food. And like they show random cooking stuff. I just followed it because I'm like, what the heck? Maybe I'll tune in or something. Like, I don't know. It's pretty cool. So there's a food thing. Apparently there's the Mr. Rogers thing now. So I don't know.
I want to put a camera inside a snack machine and have it just stream all day.
You just come up with that?
Yeah, I just came up with that.
That could actually be genius.
You see people like walking up to the snack machine.
No, yeah.
Like you'll see like them fall down in front of the camera.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you need a waiver somewhere on that, but but that'd be really cool. People would actually love that. Like that could be your thing. You'll even have your own subreddit. Oh my god.
See, Josh, this is the key example between you and Tom, where I'll mention this to Tom, and Tom will say this is the dumbest thing he's ever heard. Who the fuck would watch that? And you're like, that's actually a good idea.
Wait, you mean the Tom Bianco?
Oh, he lives to shut me down.
Yo, now I know where all the negative thoughts come from. Yo, give this man... Give the man the compliments. The man works for a living at an honest job.
He works at the same job.
That's a great point, but... I don't know. The man drives... I don't even know what car you have. It's a silver.
What?
He probably doesn't drive the same car. Come on.
No, we drive the exact same car, actually.
No.
Yes.
I refuse to believe that.
No, we don't drive the same car. But still. All right, we got to end the show. This is just falling apart now.
No, my line, just encourage the man. Don't put him down. The man needs positive people in his life.
But Josh, I say a lot of stupid shit, though.
I encourage you.
I had an idea for an animated movie retelling the Civil War, but it was alpacas and llamas.
Llama-palooza. Llama-palooza. See, it's great. So
you would watch that.
I mean, if you made it, I'd watch it. So, I don't know. He doesn't need balance. He needs encouragement only. He gives enough balance with his own thoughts at night. I don't know. Just tell him nice things.
This is getting way too real. But, everyone should check out his Tom's YouTube channel. He's currently doing a Dark Souls 3 run with getting no hits. What?
Oh wait, no. I took that as he's doing the run thing, and when you said no hits, I thought no one has viewed it.
He's playing Dark Souls 3, trying to get as little views as possible.
I thought that was like your little jab back. You're like, oh, I'm gonna give him a little shout out, but literally no one's watching.
No, he's actually,
like, oh, it's a good one.
He's actually trying. He's going through. He's done a couple like test runs so far, and he's gotten hit and whatnot. But he's like getting better and better, and his plan is to go through the entire game, through every boss, no hits.
I mean, best of luck to you. I won't view it out of protest.
No, that's what he wants.
That's right. I'm giving in. Wait, I gotta watch it on 5 different accounts.
Comment.
I'll comment every time, and I'll just type,
like,
when are you streaming Agario?
Thank you all for listening to the JK podcast.
Yeah, this is going to be it. We'll see you next week, guys. Goodbye.
Is it next week?
Thank you, everyone. What?
We didn't say there are sign-offs.
We have sign-offs?
I've been Ken O'Connor.
Oh, I'm Josh Brandman. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in.
Holy crap! What a shit show.